Meeting Karl's parents, or My boyfriend's dad thinks I'm a slut, an animated story experiment. When I was about 22 years old, I dated a guy named Karl for a little while. One weekend, we decided to head to the Bay Area to visit his parents, and I would meet them for the first time. The first night we were there, we heard about a party out in Tiburon, which is a super wealthy, fancy town, so I was definitely in for a mansion party adventure. Karl and I got all decked out in our 90s alternative best. I remember I wore all black. This is not an exact replica, but close enough. My favorite shorts and tights combo and ankle boots. And I know we were both sporting our black biker jackets because we were so fucking cool. I'm pretty sure we were feeling like hot stuff that night. Eventually, we found the house. We got a little lost, but we finally found it, and it was a total trip. It was a huge, fancy 3-story mansion, basically, but 2 of the levels were underground. There's a freaking elevator. No shit. We go inside, and the place is full of bored-looking, underage, preppy, rich kids. Not a drop of alcohol to be seen, just a bunch of kids sitting around, looking bored, playing music. We worked our way through the house wondering why we thought this would be fun, feeling very poor, but very cool. Finally, we make our way outside to a patio. All right, here is where the fun is happening. All the over 21 people were gathered by the hot tub, drinking and smoking and having way more fun than anyone we'd seen so far. The kids inside never tried to infiltrate our booze zone. I don't know, maybe it was the younger kid's brother. I have no idea. But we partied our asses off and we had a great time. But then later in the evening, I broke the cardinal rule I had not yet learned at this young age. Never drink shots, smoke a fatty, and then go into a hot tub. It just pushed me right over the edge, and the next thing I knew, I was inside a fancy little bathroom, puking in a fancy little toilet. I remember at one point just crawling around in my underwear, just sick as hell. I know, super classy. And when we left, I just put on the bare minimum I could manage. Honestly, don't remember that much about getting home. So the next morning, we were hugely hungover, like majorly young people hungover, painfully. And very early in the morning, the phone started to ring, but it was like those old school, super loud, mean sounding ones. Ring, ring, ring. And then one of Karl's parents would answer it in German and just start yelling in German, 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 German. And I remember laying there thinking, why are you yelling? Please stop yelling. This happened several times. Super loud brain hammering ring, followed by loud yelling in German. It was torture. I definitely felt like they were fucking with us a little bit. But it was probably just, call home day, whatever, but still. Finally, we just got up and went to the kitchen. And I remember sitting there staring at a glass of orange juice, just trying not to vomit, just hurting so badly. And then Karl's dad came in and chatted with us a little bit. At some point, he looked at me and said in a thick German accent, "You wear a pantyhose last night?" At first, I didn't understand what he was asking me, and I just stared at him, so he repeated it, and then I realized he meant tights, so I said, "Oh, yeah?" kind of bewildered. "Black ones?" Now I'm very confused and a little afraid, but I answer, "Yeah?" Before I can figure out what the hell is going on, he leaves the room and comes back carrying a pair of black tights between 2 fingers out from his body as if it was a dead cat. Or the most vile, cootie-filled, slutty slutwear. He just looked disgusted. Because clearly I spent the evening turning tricks on the front lawn, which I didn't, but what I did do was drop them on the sidewalk in front of their house. Because of course I did. I was mortified. "Hi, I'm here to bang your son. Let me throw my undies all over your yard. Nice to meet you." Luckily, I never saw his parents again, but I can really make a first impression. I know that's true. There's actually a second part to this story, so look out for that. I had a lot of fun making this, so I'll probably continue with my boyfriend stories as they are plentiful and amusing, at least in retrospect.